Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play. How's everyone going? I'm still monitoring my audio. There we go. So, it's going to be a nice relaxing Wednesday this Wednesday. As you all know, we finished Jaws of the Lion last Wednesday, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at Board Game Arena. We're going to play some two-player head-to-head games where I'm not going to worry about doing well. I'm just going to have fun. Relax, and next week we'll be back to some ridiculous board game, but today it's going to be nice chill stuff, and Chris is going to teach us how to play games for two players, right Chris?
Hello, I like your disclaimer. I'm not going to be competitive. If I win, I win.
Well, yeah. Getting very competitive is a surefire way of turning what could be a nice, relaxing, chill experience into something very sweaty.
It's true, and I'm anything but chill during Jaws of the Lion. So this will hopefully be nice. It's not a hello Difter, hello Heggers, hello Mark, hello Eddie. It's not a new room. It's actually the same room, but rotated. I used to sit facing this way. It's not even a room. This is the hallway, because it's a two-bed apartment, and one bedroom is used for sleeping. One bedroom is used as an office for Deborah. So I describe it as where if landlines were still a thing, this is where the landline table would be in the hallway. But instead, my desk is here because I just use it for gaming, so I don't get a room. But yeah, so I think dedicated two-player games is a very important thing for me. I think they're really I play a lot of two-player games, so I really like throwing a bit of a spotlight on two-player dedicated games. That's what we're going to do today, and hopefully Mike will win a game.
That'd be nice. I'll try.
Even set up a group in BGA. Like, what does that mean?
You can have groups in BGA.
Oh yeah, I think I'm in one actually.
I think I'm in the Dice Towers one, but that's it.
That's YouTube's Mike Dennis. On the Dice Tower. But yeah, cool. The first game we said we were going to play is inspired by our recent visit to UKGE, where we found out that our very sad and measly gaming event across two halls was absolutely dwarfed by the real star of that weekend, which was the what was it called? The quilting exhibition?
World of Fabric?
Something like that.
No, Festival of Fabric.
Festival of Quilts. Festival of Quilts. That was it.
Festival of Fabrics is better. If you could have alliteration, you should always go for alliteration.
Yeah, so Festival of Quilts was infinitely bigger than our measly gaming event. So we decided to play a two-player game about making a quilt.
Oh, great.
Do you want me to...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is by legendary German designer Uwe Rosenberg, isn't it?
Well, it is. It absolutely is. And it is called Dramatic Reveal, in case someone doesn't know what it is. Hang on, let me turn the time limit off. Oh, you can have two versions? Americana or original? The hell does that mean? Ooh, I don't know. Do I accept the invite? So everyone can see what we're playing. T. Carter, you spoiled it! No!
I've got, I do have an invite. I was like, where's my invite? I've got two.
Yeah, it's Patchwork. It's Patchwork.
I'll take this one. Play a turn-based game. Approximate game time is 3 days. Gonna be long stream.
So So Mike's never played Patchwork.
I've never played Patchwork. But it's about placing tiles, right?
Yeah, it was about making a quilt. Please, we're thematic gamers. It's about making. This is what the. I know it now. This is what the Americana versus original is. The design of the board in the middle. I prefer the other one, but that's fine. It's kind of, this is where Rosenberg kind of started his what's the word for this? I can't remember the name for these Tetris pieces. There's like a proper name for them.
Polyominoes.
Polyominoes. There you go. So
what's the mixture of domino and poly, meaning many.
So this is where he started his polyominous tile laying thing. As far as I know, I think this is the first one he did. He subsequently made a Patchwork. Is it called Light or is it called Junior or something? It's another one basically where it's 7x7 grid instead of a 9x9 grid, which feels a bit. Just makes me shorter and simpler. It's already a very short, simple game, so I don't really understand the place for that, frankly, in the world. There's also a Christmas rethemed one, which is just aesthetically Christmassy, and there is a.
I think they missed an opportunity there for a snowflake theme.
Yeah, there's also a flip and write version called Patchwork Doodle, which I actually quite like. It's quite good. And then obviously he's subsequently incorporated this polyominous. Is that the right word? Am I saying that?
Well, polyominoes.
Yeah, it's polyominous. Anyway, this tile laying system, he's subsequently incorporated it into Feast for Odin.
Yes.
And I feel like he's put it into something else.
Yeah, he did a trilogy of games, which were called Garden, Cottage, Indian Summer.
Cottage Garden. Indian Summer, yeah.
And then there was another one.
Spring Meadow.
Spring Meadow, that's right.
Yeah. I have Indian Summer.
And I haven't played any of them. I've played Feast for Odin.
Yeah, I've only played it once, which I quite liked, but
if you can, I don't know if the camera wants to come follow me up here. Nope, it won't. But it's actually on the shelf behind me, quite literally.
So luckily, this is a very simple game which I can teach very easily.
Great, because I'm dumb and I need a really easy game that I can learn on stream. This is our daring new format, guys, where I didn't learn any of the games beforehand, except for one of them, which I have played. Unless we're also doing the surprise fourth one that Chris hates. We'll see how time gets on.
Which one's that? Oh, the one I hate because I'm terrible. I don't hate the game, but the one I'm just terrible at. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That'll be so short. Like you'll beat me in so quickly. I'm just so bad at that game. So in Patchwork, there are two types of currency. Your goal is to fill up the board as best as you can. However, you are limited in time units. Apparently, it's 53 time units. I never knew that because I never counted the board spaces. But basically, the game is over when we both reach the center space there. As you can see, we're going to snake around this track in the middle along the pathway. That pathway represents our time unit, our time resource. We also have currency of buttons. If you look over to the right, you'll see that we both have 5 buttons, and it says /0. I'm assuming the /0 is our income because there is a level of income. 81. Oh, that's empty counter. Okay, that makes sense. So at the end of the game, you're going to score -2 points for every space that is empty. Every space is not covered by your patchwork quilt. So let's start. So that's what? It's 9 by 9, isn't it? So so 81. So at the start of the game, we have 81 empty spaces. That would be -162 points. That's your starting point. On your turn, you can take. If you look at all tiles are arranged in a circle here around the boards. At the very start of the game, this pawn here is placed to the right of that specific 2-piece tile. So that'll always be the last tile in the rotation. And then on your turn, you can take any of the next 3 available tiles clockwise. So I have access to that corner piece, that's a big fat Z piece, and the subsequent small Z piece. So you can take any tile that you can afford, and you will pay both buttons and in time. So to pay buttons, you simply pay the buttons from your supply back to the bank, and to pay with time, you move your little token along this central track, the number of spaces indicated by the time. So one time is one space. Whoever is furthest back in the on the time track always takes the next turn. Therefore, you can get multiple turns sequentially. So you can kind of manipulate getting the right piece by maybe taking a piece that you don't really want, but it's got a low time value. Therefore, it's going to guarantee you the next turn as well. If you land on top of me, you still go next. I think. Yes, you do, because I'm starting on top of you at the start of the game, and I'm going first. So obviously you're filling up your thing as best you can. There's all of that shape matching. Every time you go, as you might notice, some of the pieces actually have buttons depicted on them, not as a cost, but just as depicted in the art.
I had noticed that.
Every time we cross one of the button markers on the board, the time board, we get income. Your income is equal to the number of buttons depicted on your quilt. You may well find yourself in a position where you are not able to afford any of the 3 available tiles to you, in which case you must pass. When you pass, you just advance the time track so that you advance on the time track so that you are 1 ahead of the other player, so it's their turn, and you gain 1 button for every space you moved in that fashion.
Right, so passing's actually not great.
It's going to happen though. 100% it's going to happen. Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm always beaten this game by Deborah and people, so and my mum. So maybe it's because I don't plan. You might also notice there are these. If you hover over these special patches, they swivel. There are several special patches along the way. You see those black ones on the track, on the time track?
Oh yes, on the time track, yes.
First person to cross those gets them, and they're just they're just really handy because they're 1 square, so you can fill in gaps that you've left with poor planning, right?
Oh, okay. There's also buttons on the time track. Is that first come, first served?
No, that's marking income. When you cross that, that's when you generate income.
Oh, okay. So you only generate income when you go over certain thresholds.
Exactly. Apologies if anyone can hear a blender in the background. There's baking going on. So at the end of the game, as the game ends when we both run out of time, so we're both in the center there, and then we score. Buttons are also your points. You score income, as you can see, 1 last time as you take your last go, and then your score. Then you lose 2 buttons for every space on your quilt that was not patched. And then whoever has the most buttons wins. I often get a minus score in this game, so you've got a really good chance.
So whoever has the most buttons wins.
Buttons / points, yeah. But it's the way that your points are equal to your buttons, and as I said, you get income 1 last time before as you end your game, and you lose 2 points / buttons for every space that it was not covered. There's one other thing to bear in mind, which is you might see a token here called the special tile. If you hover over it at the bottom right underneath the central board, the first person to completely fill a 7x7 grid gets this tile. It's worth 7 points at the end of the game. You don't get 7 buttons to spend, but the tile itself is worth 7 buttons at the end of the game. That's it.
Well, if there's one thing I know about quilting, it's making it up as you go along is the best way, so...
Any questions, or shall I take my first move?
Nope. I think I understand. I think it's very typical of Uwe Rosenberg to have taken what looks like a very simple, fun twee game and then added income as a thing.
Speaking of income, I'm going to grab this 3rd tile. Place it, you drag it. Okay, that's handy. And there's a rotate button, and there's a flip button. That makes sense. So I'm going to grab that one there. So the token goes to, I never actually explained that. The token there, the pawn goes to the position of the tile I took, and now you have access to the next 3.
Yes.
So I spent 3 buttons, so I've only got 2 buttons left. And I moved forward 2 spaces.
Right. And
so
now I'm going to have a very interesting sort of situation here because The only tile I can afford is this one.
Yes, if you could afford the one in the middle that costs 1 time, you would actually get the next turn as well, because you'd only move. Actually, you're going to get the next turn anyway when you buy that third one.
Yes. Okay, so there's a tick here to confirm. There's an X here to cancel. This one will rotate it around the check mark position, which I guess I can move.
Hello, Layla. Yes,
No.
I agree. Buttons are better than zips.
And this mirrors it. Whee!
They definitely look better.
Pop it down here in the corner and then press confirm. Updating game situation.
No one is excited by a zip box. Yeah, so you're on top of me, which means you get the next turn again.
I did not get any income for that. Did I not get income for that? Was there not a single button on this one I just picked up?
There wasn't, but you wouldn't have gotten income anyway, because income only happens. So I have an income, but I'm only going to get it when we cross that. When I cross that line,
Right.
with the button on it.
Well, that's a goddamn outrage. Let's pick patch.
Sorry?
I've got to. You must take an action. There's 3 options. Pick patch, advance 1, which I guess is pass. It's telling me if I pass, I'll gain 1 button.
Yeah,
Which,
because you only move the 1 space.
Exactly. And then there's practice mode. Don't know what that is.
I don't know what practice mode is. Pick patch means pick one of the 3 available patches.
This is pretty and nice. Yes, I'm concerned about the aesthetics of my quilt in Euro quilting.
You should be. It's very important. Oh, I can't afford what I want. No.
I have 1 button. It's not enough buttons.
I have 2 buttons. But, oh, this is not good.
I think I'm just going to sit here and let you play for a while, because apparently that's how this is going to work now.
Well, I can only afford 1 thing, and if I take it, it doesn't get me ink. That's annoying. That's quite expensive for what it is. Maybe I'm considering just passing. Because I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll also get my 1 income, so I'll have 7. You'll take 1 of these. Oh my god, look how expensive all the upcoming things are.
I like how this sort of inner monologue of if I do this, this is going to happen, and if I do that, this will happen and stuff. I like how that's typical of Uwe Rosenberg, whether you're playing this or Feast for Odin. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter the complexity, it's just something about his designs is like, but if I do this, then that.
Is there a base level income? Maybe there is. Let me still check that, because I'm starting to wonder how we get enough bloody money. Income. Nope. There's no base level income. I was right, apparently.
This is almost as harsh as Agricola.
Oh god, do I just pass? I'm just gonna do it. I'm passing.
I've decided that this game is basically I've also had to pass because I can't afford anything. I've decided that we're basically Polish quilters, and we're not making nice quilts from trying to survive the harsh winter. You know, it's like I don't know why Polish. Somewhere bleak during the war. You know, it's like
somewhere bleak during the war.
Yeah, maybe it's the Russian front then. You know, we're the Russian soldiers, and we're like. We're making quilts for the Russians as they march off to the front. We're like, it will be cold winter, take this.
Why are we Russian and bleak? I don't understand this.
Because we can't afford to make our quilts. We're too poor.
So I took that big one because even though it's a really awkward shape, it's also a really good kind of it's very cost effective how many buttons it costs for how much space it covers.
So when we get to the end of the track, we just start over, or the game is over?
The game's over. It's not a long game.
Alright, wait a minute. So if I pass, you'll have the next go.
How many people in chat have played this? That's what I want to know. Sorry,
I'll have 6 buttons.
Polyomlobio. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat because I forgot to pop it out, which I'm now
Alright,
doing.
Chris, it's your turn.
Hang on, I'm popping chat out because I keep forgetting to read it. I want to know who has played Patchwork, because I think Patchwork's a great game. Spoilers for my thoughts. If we're doing thoughts.
Final thoughts, great game. Moving on.
I think it's really good. Quilts for Russia because it's bleak. That's a very blanket statement. Oh, heckers. I haven't finished that sentence.
Economy collapsed because of war. Now we trade buttons. 10 buttons worth 1 antibiotic.
How is it? Did you pass again?
I did, yeah, I had to.
Oh, you had to?
I was too poor. I am poor. Potatoes no come in.
You can't afford this patch. Oh yeah, that's a really expensive one. God, how do I have? I have 2 money. I might have to pass, unless I want to buy this one. But then I'll have even less money. Oh, well, I'll get income. Ooh, but choices! Nah, I'm passing.
I like how we're just sitting here passing.
Button
This
is
is interesting.
God damn it. All the puns. This does. I did say the passing would happen. It definitely happens.
Yes. Yes.
For those of you, because Eddie meant, I'm allowed to say this because Eddie mentioned it earlier on. For those of you who are wondering what happened to the restricted view episode this week, it was delayed, but it's actually live now. So, and it'll be on time again next Monday. Don't worry. You passed again?
Yeah, Chris, I'm trying to stitch you up.
You stole that from T. Carter, didn't you?
Yeah, well, you know, just because people watching the video might not be reading chat, and then I can make all the chat's clever jokes look like mine. I'm just crowdsourcing content now. Look, I really want you to have one of these really good patches, Chris.
I'm just trying to make this work.
Oh, you have
Get
the
it?
sexiest number of empty spaces.
Difter, the fact that you're listening at all is incredibly kind of you and touching for me, Deborah, so don't be sorry. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for your patience with me in a very simple game, which I've played many times, not knowing what the hell to do. I'm passing again.
Okay, that's interesting. So I think...
Because I just don't think that 2 right there, I just don't like its value. And it's the only one I can afford.
Yeah, I mean... I think I want this boy, then.
Put your 2-player game in my Discord channel. I don't understand that. Is that a joke I don't get? What'd you take?
No, I think Mark's saying he shared our live stream in his Discord.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Mark. That's very kind of you.
Thanks, dude.
Much appreciated. Chris, look, I bought a thing. Your turn.
Sorry, oh, Heggers, don't make me feel bad. I'm sorry. It's live now, Heggers. You can listen to it later.
I don't know. I think the minute you miss any content that you're typically providing, you should be cancelled.
Well, the idea was because we were 1 day late, and then we decided to make it 2 days late on purpose because we were meant to see a show last night we were going to review, and then the show was cancelled due to COVID, so we ended up being 2 days late for no reason. Which was super annoying. Sorry,
Guys, I don't have much time left. This sucks.
Select a patch. Cancel. No, I'm trying to select a different patch. Stop it. You can't afford this patch. God damn it! I keep forgetting. I know this game better than Mike does. What's wrong with me?
I just learned it.
Oh my god, this is I'm so bad at this game. This is why I lose this every time. Also, I'm always really ambitious with my look at the mess I'm making. Look how neat Mike's is, and look how messy mine is. But I've covered more spaces, but at what cost? As of midnight
It
last night.
cost me everything.
Oh no, Haggers can leave the house. No, you won't listen to the podcast. Damn it.
Listen, T-Carter, yeah, we made a big play to get some button income. It's still you, by the way.
Oh, I forgot, yes. Oh, the rules of the game, yes, sorry.
Because I spent so much time stitching this 6 square piece into my quill.
Oh, if I...
And now my fingers are all bloody because I didn't have any, thimbles.
If I remember the rules of this game... I say remember, I explained them. If I remember, then I would have, like, planned this better. Is that good? That is quite good. It does leave 2 massive problems. But...
It's quite good, despite the fact it only creates 2 huge problems.
Yeah.
So it's quite good in that regard.
It creates 2 problems insofar as there's 2 single spaces there. But I did also get 2 income. My income's now 5, which is dash good. Dash good. Why does it say your income's 0?
It's not. It's 4.
I suspect that Chris's knowledge of this game is all fabricated.
I love it.
I just refreshed the my game, and now it says your income's 4. We're being spectated by Haven Sand or Haven Sand. Is that someone?
Someone's actually.
Is that someone?
Oh yeah, someone's spectating us on BGA.
Yeah. We should
Is
tell
that someone
them
from
to,
chat?
As I was wondering, is someone from chat getting more up to date moves, or is it someone who doesn't know the stream is live? It does seem patchy. This is just. I'm glad that you're all enjoying each other's puns. I think we're just facilitating puns at this point, Mike.
If I go 6 forward, am I on top of you?
If you go what, sorry?
If I go 6 forward, I get to be on top of you.
Yeah, you'll get another turn. Seems bull, doesn't it? So who's played this game already in chat? Who knows this game? Is everyone super... Are you all, like, you know, go away, small games? Are you all massively more into the big Gloomhavens and Aetherfields of the world? Because there's a place for both. RSP stream puns, that said as a pattern. Jesus Christ. It's true. It's true though, Eggers. It is true. Sooner or later, I'll run out of material. That was actually good. But time is more the problem in this, though. I've heard of it, never played it. Looks cool. Yeah, it's good. It's I don't know if you have one person or a partner or someone you often play games with, but like I said, I think dedicated 2-player games. You know, so you don't feel like you're missing out on something. Don't feel like, oh, probably better with 3, probably better with 4. I think I love dedicated 2-player games, and Patchwork's a really good one. Oh yeah, you said you were addicted to the mobile phone version, didn't you? Sagrada, Horrified. I haven't played Horrified. I've played Sagrada. Sagrada works well with 2, I think, actually. I only play 4-player games because my gaming group... That's a good problem to have, actually, in a way, Difter. Always having enough players. Actually, I have a gaming session coming up with 6 players soon. I'm struggling...
Oh my god!
And
what is this? I'm not even invited. I'm not one of the 6.
No, you're not.
This is so mean to me. He doesn't even invite me to these things. This is over there boasting, I got a great 6-player thing coming up.
Well, the reason I'm mentioning is one of the people, because I thought we could play Battlestar Galactica, but one of the guys really doesn't like hidden role games.
Okay.
So I was actually looking for recommendations from chat for 6-player games. I was gonna bring Hansa if we were 5, but we're 6. So
I need this piece, but it's just a bit awkward. Do you know what I mean?
Which one do you want? The 6-piece?
Yeah, this piece I'm trying to place here.
It would ruin your system of only getting perfect shapes.
Yes. Which is the main problem. With it. Well, it's not. It's not the. It's not only perfect shapes. That's not kind of what I'm going for. It's more like. It's more like it's just awkward.
Yeah, I love BSG too, Difter. I say I love it. I only played it once, but I really enjoyed it. I'm lucky enough to have a copy, so I might bring it anyway and see if I can persuade him to play it. What do you have, Heggers? What suggestions do you have? 12-player games. There aren't very many 12-player games, are there? I did actually get a shipping notification for Quest, the new Avalon.
Oh, I
spin-off.
got that too.
And I think, weren't they saying Quest was going to work better with smaller player counts than Avalon? So if that arrives, I might bring that and see if it works well at 6. Although, again, my friend doesn't like hidden roll games.
Look how pretty that is.
Ooh, you
It's
bought
a
a
whole
lot.
trail of stars.
You got the patch as well.
Oh, cool. Do I spend it now or can I use it later?
Now. Must be now.
No!
It says RSP Mike must play special patch.
But, boo, I wasn't planning on this. Now I don't know what to do with it.
I don't have Scythe Higgers. I've played it twice. I wasn't massively keen on it. Probably. Dix is a higher player count. Yeah, Dix. Yeah, we played Dixie at this group before. I guess I'm looking for new 6-player games. There aren't that many, right? So I feel like I've played.
6 is a really awkward number. 6 is where you start tipping out of sort of traditional board games into party games.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for, actually. That's basically the idea. I'm looking for a board game, not a party game that I can bring.
I can think of 6-player games that I've got, but again, like, they're not... I don't know how good they are at 6. They just go up to 6. Like, it's... like, the one that always comes to my mind, because I'm trying to get it to the table with 6, is Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea.
Yeah, that won't work with this group.
It's too much, is it?
Yeah, it's too much. A reasonably casual game. Well, it's not that it's a mixed. Let's say it's a very mixed group. Is actually the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so expensive, that one.
Someone told me that who was it that was telling me that something went up to 6 with the expansion, and they lied.
He lied. Was that?
Yeah, I was talking. Yeah, Ankh. That's right. Someone was saying Ankh went up to 6 with
one of the guys there was saying it. I think, wasn't he? The anarchist.
Captain Anarchist. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't true.
Wow, what a jerk.
I'm trying to think. I think does Isle of Cats go up to 6? Because that would be great.
Haha! I placed this one. It fit perfectly.
6 because you get to go again. I'm not even looking at the pieces right now because I don't get to. I'm not taking a turn, so. Yeah, it was the guy that didn't betray me and cost me the game haggers. Yeah, Catan with the 5 to 6 player expansion, sure.
I don't think Catan will go down well either. The group is too advanced, particularly to enjoy Catan, but some members are too green to play Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. Ah, this piece doesn't fit. Oh, that's too. I can't do that. Ah, this is devastating. This game is hard, man. Yeah, I think I'm just objectively poor at this game.
I think I need to scroll down a bit so that people can see your quilt. I realize that I've been obstructing your quilt. Yeah, anything with simultaneous play, I think, would be great. Would scale up well. Right, that's my sort of instinct. What was I playing the other day that was quite... Yeah, do you know what would probably be quite good, actually, is Black Rose Wars. Because there's a lot of simultaneous sort of play in that, and it does go up to 6 with Hidden Thorns.
I agree with you in general, but I think that's too... That's
still too much.
It's too much for that group. Saboteur, Mark, we've actually... This group has played 6-player Saboteur on BGA. And I do have it, but I'm not a massive fan of the game, and I don't really want to play it in real life if it's one of the games we've been playing for the last 18 months on BGA. But not a bad suggestion. Wingspan. Oh yeah, Wingspan's only 5. God damn it! I have played Wingspan with that group as well, but it's only 5. Yeah, so as you may have seen, I have made my quilt even more crazy and random. This is not going to end well for me.
Look at all the pieces.
Look at all the pieces. Fury of Dracula, Layla. Actually, Deborah suggested that I bring that, and I think it only plays 5 technically. What are people's thoughts on playing Fury of Dracula with 6? So it's 5 people collectively operating as the 4 hunters. Has anyone done that? And would it work? Now, it would definitely work, right? But would someone end up inevitably being left out, or? The words of Hellas, I haven't got it for a start, but I don't think it would work. Thanks to this group.
I have Lords of Hellas.
Does anyone have thoughts? Mike, do you have thoughts on Fury Dracula with 6?
I mean, I think the person playing Dracula would have to be someone like yourself, very confident and kind of happy to basically play the villain the whole game.
Oh yeah, I'd have to play Dracula, I think, or maybe it's one of the person who I think may have played it before we could. Eddie, you're saying you have, and it worked well. So so I assume 5 people play as the hunters rather than 2 people playing as Dracula. Dracula. Correct me if I'm wrong. And did you guys did 2 people share 1 character, or did 5 people share 4 characters? How did you do it, if you don't mind me asking? Maybe you could do co-op Dracula control. Yeah, that was the other thought, Layla. Yeah, that you could do that. Sorry, Eddie, I'm talking too quickly, so your responses are coming in, and I'm not sure what you're referring to. You did 5 people controlling 4 rather than 1 person who was paired up. Is that right? Cool. Thank you. Okay. So did you just kind of take it in turns? You just kind of like say, "Oh, this time, Jim and Mary will do the combat with Godalming and Mina," or what did you do? I'm just imagining Eddie sitting in a work meeting on his phone, just answering questions about Fury Dracula. Eddie, are you actually in a meeting? Because you're just giving 1-word answers.
Chris's turn!
They would rotate. Okay. And would you recommend it, Eddie, most importantly? Oh, Mike, you should probably update everyone, because I was just talking over all of your turn. You should probably update us on what you did.
I placed 2 pieces of quilt to finish my star. My income went up, and I got another special piece.
You didn't get that. How did you get the other special
4
piece?
pieces ahead of you.
Oh, you jerk. Maybe. So you maybe would recommend it, Eddie. Is that what you're saying? You wouldn't recommend it necessarily?
Hey, Chris, I think I've cottoned on to this.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat, Mike. You did not think of that. You took the piece out.
I'm not trying to steal credit. I'm just reading the puns out so that people watching the video in the future will catch on to this. Although, to be fair, I think a lot of people watching in the future are going to have a hard time following this discussion about what Chris should play on game night when they're only getting half of it. YouTube has a very random sort of habit of either remembering or not remembering chat, and I definitely find it somewhat arbitrary whether or not it actually puts in the chat or not. I mean, to be fair, I think like you might even. I mean, I don't know. I think there's going back to Fury of Dracula. For people watching this video who don't know, Fury of Dracula is a hidden role game. It's a 1 versus many game. I say it's not hidden role, hidden movement game.
Yeah, hidden movement.
Where Dracula is essentially moving around Europe, and trying to sow discord and father vampiric children and all that kind of stuff. It technically takes place, I think, as a sort of a prologue to the book, actually.
No,
where
it's
they don't
it's the opposite. It's a sequel to the book.
Sorry, not prologue. I meant like
Epilogue.
Sort of epilogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a following on from the book. It's still you, right, Chris?
Yeah, I've placed 2 pieces and I'm currently placing a third.
Oh, look at you go! You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that little special piece.
I am getting that special piece. I've designed.
I'm getting that one.
I've orchestrated so I get it because I really want it. But yeah, it's based after the book because Jonathan, not Jonathan, sorry, Mina Harker has her psychic connection with Dracula already in the game, which, and also the character who dies at the end of the book is not present in the game, sadly. Whose name I've forgotten. It's the cowboy guy. I know it's spoilers, but this book is like over 100 years old.
So it's
what's
1 to
the name?
5.
Quincy. Isn't Quincy his name? The guy who dies in the book?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember actually. I was just like looking for Fury of Dracula though, because I was trying to remember how many players it is.
It's 5 officially.
It's 5 officially, but I think is that what including 1 player's Dracula, right? I assume.
That's including
So
1 player's Dracula.
4 hunters. I mean, I think that depending on your game group, if they're very collaborative, they might actually get a lot out of just sharing Dracula. Not sharing Dracula, sharing the hunters.
Yeah, I think it could work too.
You know, they rather than I think like some game groups, you know, would really need to have assignments. You know, the characters assigned to one another.
Thank you, Eddie. You know Dracula.
Like they just have a hard time if the characters weren't assigned to each other. But
something I wasn't really sure of. I never understood is why Jonathan Harker's not a character though. In the video game, the board game. I think the rulebook makes some reference to he's too sick, like, but I don't know. It seemed a bit odd to me.
Chris.
Look what you've done, you absolute naughty man. Oh, you only have 2 buttons though.
Yes.
So if I pass, the best you could do is take that one that costs 0 buttons and 3, which will take you 1, 2, 3. So I'll get that special patch. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass in order to get the special patch.
Right, which is what you're after, but I'm after something else entirely, actually.
I have so much money now as well.
Yay!
Aha! Aha!
I completed the 7x7 grid.
I was really close to that as well. Well, I say I was really close to that. The patch was necessary, part of it, so...
I don't even need the patch. In fact, every time I've had to place one, I'm like, I guess I'll put it here.
You're clearly a jerk.
I'm a quilt virtuoso. Next year, screw UKG, I'm off to a festival of quilts.
That's good. God, why is it every single thing I try to do seems to cause problems in terms of patches? God damn.
You did it. You got the special piece.
Yeah, and then I made the game get really confused, and it moved the piece I just placed. It tried to put that where the patch was going. It was really weird.
Alright guys, what we want here is to spend lots of money on things that don't cost a lot of time. Like this one is a big nice piece, but it costs, and it's got income on it. But it costs 0 buttons, but it's got 3 time on it.
I think Betrayal can be played at 6, although I've never played it. I don't have it. I don't think the other person with the large games collection has it either. We once played Dracula with 7. That worked pretty well. Overall, it was a bit difficult at first, yeah. I can see that being the case. I wonder, is there like a fifth kind of like role you could give? Could you give the fifth player not a character but like a job? Or would that might end up being a bit. I think I'll bring it. There's no harm in bringing it. I'll bring it along and see. It's a great game for your Dracula. Really good. There's also a couple of literary nerds in the group, so they probably enjoy the literary aspect of the game as well. Because the game has lots of nice references to the book, doesn't it? I never finished actually the BBC 3-part Dracula. I watched the first 2 episodes. Still, we haven't watched the third one yet.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that, but everyone said it was good.
The first episode was really, really good. I like the changes they made. Like it's obviously it's inspired by Dracula rather than being a direct. But I thought it was really well done. Second episode was a fun episode, but it was very, very strange with the departure they made, and it's massive implications for the third. Oh damn it! You got that. I really needed that piece, Mike. I didn't see a way of you taking that from me, but you did.
It was not my intention. I definitely don't have the wherewithal to look at your quilt and go, Chris needs that piece, I'm gonna get it. Which I feel like is like advanced patchwork play.
I mean, I'm not trying to deny you pieces, but I am trying to make sure I get the right pieces, and I am failing big time.
You have a lot more time than me. I only have time, I think, for 1 or 2 more pieces.
I don't think I can place that many, though, unfortunately, because of the spaces I've left for myself. I think I've really hurt myself with idiocy.
Oh yeah, I see. Actually, you've got this really glaring, obvious spot for the piece I just took.
Yes. Can we not talk about that, please?
Please don't call attention to my glaring obvious spots on stream.
What do I do here? That's quite nice. This is just so awful. I'm in so much trouble. Grab that. So much. I have lots of income. Oh, you've got more income now. Oh, now I'm just losing in every way. Great.
But it is your turn.
Yes. It is my turn. And it's still my turn.
Oh my god, Chris has got all the turns.
Where's the mirror flip? Oh, I don't want mirror flip. I want rotate. Rotate. Oh, blimey. No, it goes here. God, get in there. There we go. This is gonna be. You know what? I think the 7x7 is gonna win it for you. I think that's gonna be the big thing. Bonus nerd point. One of my good friends is the great grandnephew of Bram Stoker. That is quite cool.
If I buy this 6-time one,
is he Irish? Sorry, go on.
If I buy this 6-time one here, which actually doesn't really do anything for me, but it's just the only piece I can take. Because I'm just thinking, there's one more income step, right? Then the game is over.
For you, yeah.
But if I take the one that costs 6-time, I only have 3 time left.
You can still have it. You can still have it. The rest of the time is just imagine. There's like an infinite time in the middle there, as your last move, essentially.
Because the funny thing is, this covers up 4 spots, and it has 3 income on it.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's one more income phase, essentially it gives me a 3-point rebate. So it only costs 4, but that's 4 points I'm spending for it, right?
Effectively, yes.
But then it covers up 4 spaces. So in fact, the entire thing just breaks even for me.
So you should pass then. You actually gain 1 point by passing.
Well,
unless
no, I
maybe
don't.
you really want to deny me something. You do, because every space you pass, you gain a point.
Yes, that's true.
So
Actually,
you're better off by 1 point. You're better off passing unless there's something you really want to deny me, maybe.
well, actually, yeah. If buying this piece is a net break even because it costs 7, but it rebates 3, so therefore it's worth 4. The 4 cancel out the 4. If I advance, I get 3 points for -4. So actually, but I don't cover up the 4. Hang on.
You are officially thinking too much about Patchwork.
I've officially gone into too much of an Uwe Rosenberg hole here.
Yeah.
This piece ends the game for me, and my score changes not at all.
Yeah, but I still get to play, obviously.
It changes not at all, because I gain 7 points by covering up 4 spaces on my board.
I noticed your Freudian slip, T. Carter. I was wondering if you meant was. Yeah, I think the way to play with more players is definitely not to actually have more characters. What you gotta do? You can't have 2 Minas. What did you do in the end?
I just passed.
What can I even have? I can definitely have this, but I'm running out of pieces I can take fast. No.
Well, you've only got one more time.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, then I have to take this piece.
Which is the piece I was umming and ahhing over, I think.
It's worth it for me, I think. No! I'm minus 12. This always happens to me in this game. I always have a negative score, and the other person always wins.
Yay! I think that last piece was not a good piece for you to take.
I was going to lose either way. I knew I am just really bad at Patchwork. Just so I accept it. But I enjoy.
Well, it's very nice of you to pick the one that I could win first to play first.
Well, for all you never played it before. For all I knew, you were also terrible at it. But unfortunately, you were perfectly reasonable at it. What did you think? I think that was a lot. How long did that take us to play? That took us. When did we start? Oh, it'll tell me in BG. It'll tell me if I go into. There it is. That took us 46 minutes. That's a very long game of Patchwork. A very long game of Patchwork.
We're probably chit-chatting with the chat. And does that also include your rules explanation?
It does include a rules explanation, yes. So 46 minutes, 45 minutes to have a very chill, very chatty. It's a really good one to have a cup of tea or a coffee and a biscuit and just sit down and have a very casual game, just like we kind of did.
Yeah. There's definitely scope for player interaction, but I don't think there's a whole lot of it.
It's just taking stuff it's taking stuff the other person wants, manipulating sometimes so that you get the piece you want, or to get the special leather patch. There was a little bit of that going on.
Yeah, I like the balancing of the 2 currencies, which is buttons and time. There's essentially both of those things, and it's actually very important to think about both of them, which was nice.
Yeah. It's funny though, because I kind of think it's his best implementation of this polyamina tile placing. I think Cottage Garden's a good game. Don't get me wrong. Indian Summer's a good game. Don't think have I played Spring Meadow? I think I have. They're all good games, assuming I have actually played Spring Meadow. But I just think Patchwork they all play 2 to 4, which obviously and I have played them all at 4. Again, assuming that I'm right, I have played Spring Meadow. And they're all good. They're all a little bit different. And they're all fun. I just think Patchwork is better. It's dedicated to 2 players. Play it in 20 to 30 minutes. Keyflower. We played that on BJ, Mark. So I do have it, and I like it. Good suggestion. But I won't bring it because we have it on BGA. But yeah, I like Patchwork. Do you like it too?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was very chill, and it was just about the right amount of cognitive load.
Yeah.
There was a few points where I slipped into doing the sort of the Uwe Rosenberg, sort of Euro brainy part, but I think, but generally speaking, I didn't feel the need to do that. And I also think I could have probably spent more time looking at your board and going, oh, what does Chris need? Can I get what I want and also deny him what he wants? But I didn't really do that either, and I didn't feel much need to do that. I think it's you could do it, and if that's how you want to play, that's absolutely fine. But I think then it would almost be slipping into like, if I'm going to apply that much cognitive load, we should probably just scale up the game, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like play Agricola or something. Or the very superior Caverna.
Caverna has a dedicated 2-player version, which I have actually.
Cave to Cave, yeah, I've never played it.
I played it once. I enjoyed it, but I don't remember it because I only played it once. It was a long time ago.
It'd be nice to try that on BGA or something.
If hopefully it'll come. Right, what do you want to follow that up with for our next chill 2-player game? Do you want me to give the options, or do you want me just to pick one?
Yeah, you just pick one.
Okay,
You're these are all your choices. You're the curator. Curator of the games night.
Let's follow it up with a lovely little Bruno Cathala game. Rosenberg followed by Cathala. It seems like a really good selection. This is Mr. Jack, another dedicated 2-player game. And the reason I picked this is because we just spent the last 45 minutes talking about Fury of Dracula. It seems to make sense. Ooh, there's a little button here for the lights. That's really fun. Is that doing anything for you, or do you have independent control over your Switch?
Oh, I have independent control.
That's hilarious. Right. Oh, I've been randomly determined as the detective, and you've been randomly determined as Mr. Jack. Okay.
Okay. I was about to ask if you were supposed to know that, or if that was like only on my screen.
Yes, you should. I haven't played on BGA before, but this is a hidden movement game. Is it hidden movement? Sort of hidden movement, sort of hidden roll. Basically, there are 8 characters on the board. Both of us have the opportunity to control all of them. One of them is Jack the Ripper. Mike should have got information on who that is, I assume.
Yes.
Perfect. Everyone in chat also...
I've already figured it out, and if you figured it out, chat, then you already know. But for God's sake, don't tell Chris.
Don't tell me, and I will not go to the other tab that has the stream running. This is a good thing I popped out chat in the last game. There's a maximum of 8 rounds. Mike's job as Mr. Jack is either to survive the 8 rounds without me catching him, or to actually move the character who is Jack the Ripper off the board. There's an exit in each of the 4 corners. As you can see, the southwest exit and the northeast exit at present have police barriers on them, so they currently cannot be used.
Oh.
But they move. So there are 8 turns, I said. Eight rounds.
8 rounds.
8 rounds, yes, 8 rounds, and 8 characters. And on each round, 4 characters. So we shuffle them up, and we deal 4 characters face up, and we draft them basically. Should we tell Chris that the detective is Jack? What?
They're messing with you.
I know. I was just confused by the concept of me, because I'm the detective, in case you realized different.
Yeah, listen everybody, don't tell Chris that Hayabusa Halo is Jack.
So there's going to be 4. Well, as you can see on the left hand side of the board, we have 4 characters for the first round who have been dealt face up. We've got Sherlock Holmes, Sergeant Goodley, Sir William Gull, and John Smith. So
Sergeant Goodley can blow whistle.
Every character has a movement and an ability, and the movement is, as you can see, for most of them, is 1 to 3, so they must move 1, and can move up to 3. It's not 0 to 3; it says 1 to 3. I will pick 1 character and activate them. Then you will pick 2 characters and activate them, and then I will be left with the 4th. In round 2, it's the opposite. You'll go first, and I'll go second and third, and then you'll go 4th. And then we'll shuffle them up again, and we'll do the same thing again. But all 8 characters will appear every 2 rounds. But the order and combination in which they appear in every pair of rounds is going to be different. So next round, Sherlock Holmes might not be in the same selection of 4 as these 3, for example. So obviously you're at the end of every round. Then where's the actual... The board itself has a really handy thing which explains exactly what's going to happen every round. But I think I can remember exactly. I think I can remember. At the end of the first 4 rounds, a lantern's going to be extinguished. They're actually conveniently marked: Lantern 1, Lantern 2, Lantern 3, and Lantern 4. So we're going to get fewer and fewer lanterns as we go on. But also at the end of every round, every round, Jack is going to state whether Jack is visible or not. The game will presumably do this automatically. So Jack is visible if he is adjacent. This is what the light switch is handy for. If he is adjacent to a lantern, which is conveniently BGA implementation conveniently makes that very clear. Or if he is directly adjacent, or if 2 characters are directly adjacent, they can see each other, and they're both therefore visible.
Right. So what you're suggesting is that I should just use this BGA functionality to turn the lights off so nobody's visible.
Exactly. Mr. Jack starts as visible, but he's not necessarily visible. The reason that card starts as visible is Jack cannot escape from via an exit if he is currently visible, and by currently visible, that technically means at the end of the last round starts the current round. So if he starts the round visible, he can't exit. Make sense?
Yes.
Layla, know this: there are 6 lanterns in total. Only 4 of them are going to be extinguished as the round goes on, as the game goes on. The other 2 are always going to be present, although they can shift about. So let's go through the character. Oh yeah, the way I win is I have to land on Jack with another character and make an accusation. And if I'm wrong, you win. If I'm right, I win. So we'll go through what the character's abilities are. So Sherlock Holmes, this is kind of an unfortunate one for you to come up at the start and away for you. Sorry, no, I'm the detective. It's a good one for me to. It's unfortunate for you. Sherlock Holmes, it was 1 to 3. His special ability is I'm going to draw one of the cards from the other character. So I'm going to find out one character who's innocent. Because there's 8 like portrait cards. You've drawn one of them. And that's who Jack is. There are 7 left. I'll get to look at one of those 7. Right. If you were to activate Sherlock Holmes, you'd also do that, but obviously it's just about denial for me rather than useful information for you. Sergeant Goodley blows his whistle, and he gets 3 movement points to spend between 1 to 3 characters. Other characters, they must move towards Goodley, though.
Oh, he calls for help with his whistle. You then get to move 3 movement points to use as you see fit on one or several other characters in order. Right, and there's of the 4 characters here, you're going to do 1, I'm going to do 2, and then you're going to do 1.
Correct.
But you can pick any of the 4 to do.
Yes, absolutely. I'll probably take Sherlock Holmes.
Seems reasonable.
So William Gull then, if he wishes, so as you notice, there's so I never mentioned the special ability on the right has an arrow to the right, or an arrow to the left, or an arrow to both right and left, or it has arrows pointing between, to and from the movement, and that specifies if it happens after the movement, before the movement, before or after. It's up to you. Such as Sergeant Goodley, he can do that before or after, or Sergeant Gull. So William Gull, the arrows are going across each other because it's instead of moving. So instead of move, he can teleport with someone else basically.
Okay.
John Smith changes lanterns, so he can move one of the gas light tokens from one space to another. So if you might notice that there are currently 2 next to William Gull and next to Dr. John Watson. There are 2 lantern spaces that are
blank.
Yes, the lantern's still there, but they're not lit. So he can basically move the light symbol to one of those.
Right, so he picks up one of the... Can he move the numbered ones?
Yeah, he can, but they'll still be just extinguished at the appropriate time, at the end of rounds 1, 2, and 3, and 4, appropriately.
What about these holes?
They're manholes. They're just you can teleport from one to the next for one space at one point in movement.
Wow.
So the other 4 characters, I'll just Dr. Watson. He has a lantern which you pick a facing for him. He's got an arrow on his thing, on his He's got as you can see, they've got like a little graphic for the light of the lantern. He illuminates the next 3 spaces in front of him as if they were illuminated by a lantern. Does that make sense?
Sorry, who's that?
Dr. Watson in the bottom right down there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's got a torch.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the torch, he illuminates 3 spaces with it.
Yeah, in a fixed direction that you will choose when you move him.
Right.
Then we have Inspector Lestrade, who is next to Sherlock Holmes. Well, between the lanterns between him and them. He moves the police cordons, so changes which exits are open and closed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Miss Stealthy on the far left there. She has 4 points of movement, and she ignores all terrain, basically. She can't enter move on houses or lanterns, but she can move through them. So you usually can't move through lantern spaces. You can't, regardless whether they're lit or not, and you can't move through the houses, etc. But she can.
Okay.
Then there is Jeremy Burt, who is roughly center, the orange guy, right of center. He moves the manhole covers. So the manhole covers, when they are there, they just act as spaces. You can stand on them, you can walk through them, you can stop on them, no problem. But they just determine which manholes are available for teleportation, essentially.
Right.
That's it. So you kind of want to do, I guess, is you want to leave as much room for doubt as to who Jack is as possible. So, I mean, ideally, you want every character to be visible or every character to be invisible.
Yep.
Or maybe a 7-to-1 split, as long as the one isn't Jack. Right? Make sense?
Yep. I understand completely.
Excellent.
And I'm going to execute this flawlessly.
Okay. I'm going to grab Sherlock, unsurprisingly. And it's just telling me all the different spaces I could, in theory, move him to, which is an enormous amount of options because of manholes. I'm going to pop him over to there. And I'm going to find out that this individual cannot be Mr. Jack. And you don't know who that is.
Oh my god! GG. Good game, everyone. I'm fucked.
It's a chill Wednesday, Mike. Don't you just swear?
You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't mind. So you moved Sergeant Goodley, and now you can spend up to 3 movement points between up to 3 characters. We just need to totally gaslight Chris. Does anyone know where the term gaslight comes from? No one Google it really quickly. It comes from a play called Gaslight, which is about a man who is trying to make his wife think she's crazy or something because he keeps turning the lights off or something. I don't know. Something like that. I can't remember. He keeps turning them off and telling her they're on. No, it's the way around, presumably. I don't know. What is it, T. Carter, exactly? Because I've just revealed to myself that I actually barely know it. It's something like that, though, isn't it? It's from a play, that's the important thing, which is a good segue into my podcast about plays. So you've moved Watson. You've moved...
I moved Watson north. I moved Miss Stealthy south east, and I moved Gull south.
Okay. And now you can use Smith or Gull. I think Mike's gotten the hang of this, guys. Difter, you know perfectly well I was using Google as the verb to search online, not in relation to the specific website Google. I wonder if you look up Google in the dictionary now, does it say to search online? Probably does. No, you took John Smith. I wanted John Smith because he was going to be really handy for getting a split.
Well, I don't feel like Gull's ability is all that useful to me. So you can use him. Yeah. Now everybody is visible.
That's, like, so bad. How did I let you do that? Oh yeah, I just noticed you tell me if Jack's visible before the the lantern number 1 switches off. I don't think I want Gull's ability. I guess I just want to move Gull away to make him invisible, so I can get some information. Because there's nothing else useful I can do. Like, you've made everyone visible. Mike is a savant at this game. I mean, if it's Gull, then if it had been Gull, oh, it is Gull. What? Why did you do that? That's why you should have moved Gull. I can't believe you just did that. I was like, if it is Gull, then obviously this game is over, because we know Mike can't move Gull next turn, even though he's right next to an exit and invisible, because Gull is in the discard pile.
Well,
so obviously,
so I
Mike
thought that
set it up, so the only thing I can do in my entire turn is find out that Gull is Jack.
I flagged that way too late. What I thought I'd do is I'd let you move Gull because I thought it would look like I wasn't interested in moving him.
That's a good strategy when it doesn't do this.
Yeah, well, this is where I sort of failed to clock that. Of course, it's obvious for you to just then put him out like that. So in a way, what I'd done is I'd sort of too effectively accomplished my goal by leaving the. What I should have done actually was.
Good.
I should have not used Goodly to move everyone else, because I didn't really need to do that. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Had any of these 4 characters be in the first lineup instead of Gull, then your move was absolutely brilliant. I only found out 1 piece of information.
Yes. It only occurred to me far too late that you would just put Gull out. The funny thing is, Gull also...
It's the only thing I could do. Just to make a...
Yeah, exactly. Turn an
8-0 split into a 7-1 split. It's all I could do.
Yeah. Yes. The funny thing is, Gull actually started 1 point of movement away from the exit, but he started visible, right?
Yeah,
and that's
the problem. You can't escape turn 1, because that'd be dumb.
Right, so you have to actually be not visible at the start of the turn.
Exactly. So now...
So that's quite tricky to orchestrate.
Gull can escape right now, but you can't move him.
Yes. Well, and the problem is you're just going to move someone onto him and arrest him.
The game's over. There's nothing. There's literally nothing you can do.
Yes. Do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure.
That was relatively short.
Give me my win. Come on.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to...
I'm just trying to see if there's anything at all you could do. You can move a manhole cover. I can... No, actually, there's nothing you could do, because the only thing you could do is you can move manhole cover so that underneath Gull, so I can't land on him easily. But then Miss Stealthy has 4 points of movement and ignores terrain. So if you grab Jeremy Burrett, I'll just grab Miss Stealthy. And if you grab Miss Stealthy, then anyone can land. If you don't grab Jeremy Burrett, anyone can land on Gull. Basically. Yeah. So I don't think there's an answer.
The answer is... Okay, well then there's not... I'll just grab Bart. Let's go. Can I go and accuse myself?
I don't think so. You can try.
Oh.
The logical thing to do is to put... Yeah, to...
He moves these.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I could move that up. Oh, those cover up the manholes.
So that would have worked if it wasn't the fact that Miss Stealthy is available. Because Watson can't reach you, Lestrade can't reach you. Yeah, it's just the fact that Miss Stealthy... has 4 points of movement.
So the police cordon is actually the 3 little motorbikes. Okay.
They're not motorbikes, they're like little hats, but yeah.
Yeah. I misunderstood actually what the manhole cover things were. I thought those were the cordons because they also happen to both start directly adjacent to the blockades.
Oh, okay, I see. Would you like to play as the same two roles,
Sure.
or should we just leave it to? Well, actually, I think Board Game Arena is going to just randomly pick, and then we can see.
No.
Accept that invite. Go back to the main menu, accept that invite, and we'll see, I guess. So it has put me as Mr. Jack this time. Would you like to just cancel this so we can get you back as Mr. Jack? Because we can. It's up to yourself.
No, I don't mind. We're here now. I might as well see if I can do any better in this role.
Okay.
All right, guys. Pens out. We're making notes here. Detective notes.
So you've got Sherlock Holmes straight away as well.
Yeah, so I guess I should probably just copy your move.
Seems.
Seeing as how that's.
Oh, actually, who is? I hadn't even checked who Jack the Ripper was until just now. I was like, isn't there information I need?
Does he have 4 points of movement? No, he has 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
Alright, so wait a minute. What do I want to do here? I want to try and split people up so that at the end of the round...
I guess you want a 4-4 split. That's probably the best thing, right?
Yes. I guess. So I guess I'm just gonna... Can I wait? Please wait. An action is already in progress. Move recorded. Waiting for update. Okay, this person's innocent. People at home, look, that person's innocent. Double bluffed yourself out of the game. Yeah, I literally tricked my own damn self in that game by going, I shouldn't move. I mean, it was a very dumb sort of thing, actually, if you think about it. Like, I shouldn't have taken Goodley. He was the one that I should have let Chris have. Although, to be fair, actually, letting Chris have Goodley or Smith was kind of much over much because both of them could do something really useful for him. So letting him have Gull was maybe the right choice, but maybe realizing what Gull's ability did, I should have tried to get some in and some out of the light so that it wasn't immediately apparent who Jack the Ripper was. You know?
So I want to keep... Most people are currently visible.
Did they start in fixed spaces then?
Yes, I think they do.
Yeah, they always seem to be in the same space.
I want to keep everyone visible, I guess. Well, I guess everyone invisible is better in a way, but that seems hard to do.
Look, just turn out the lights. Boop. Oh, no. Now everyone's invisible. Guys, I think I'm gonna lose this one too because I'm out of coffee.
I think I want everyone to be invisible so that I can escape with Jack. That makes more sense. Because now, if I've moved Miss Stealthy, so now Stealthy, Gull, Goodley, Sherlock, and Watson are all invisible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make Lestrade invisible. You'll make Gull visible, presumably, to get the split more in your favor.
Oh my god, everyone. Lestrade is clearly the Jack the Ripper. He moved towards an exit.
Lestrade is far too incompetent. Have you ever read Sherlock Holmes? He couldn't possibly get away with being. Oh, it tells you, does it? No.
Yeah, it tells me who is.
Who's still
Oh no,
possible?
Yes.
So the question is, do you have now the information you got from Holmes? Is that additional information? I wonder, or is that have you doubled up on something? We'll have to wait and find out.
I'll never tell.
So I go first.
I'm beginning to see what's going on here.
Oh yes, and the lantern disappeared now, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, lantern number 1 is turned off. So this game could literally just be like 2 rounds long.
It was.
Right, yes, but that's because I goofed it hard. What I mean is, like, if you're playing with 2 people that know, like, what they're doing, could it really be just 2 rounds long?
2 people both know what they're doing? Probably not. But it definitely usually ends in my, I think in yeah it rarely goes the full 8 in my personal experience.
The full 8, God. How long does it usually go in your experience? Because I feel like it goes 2 or 3.
4 to 6, 4 probably 4 to 6, yeah. I mean, this is round 2. We're gonna get through round 2. It looks like.
Whoa! His beam goes way further than 3 spaces.
It only works 3 spaces, I think, doesn't it?
I don't know. The icon I'm seeing makes it look like it's a whole straight line.
Oh no, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it works entirely. I don't know why. I think I must have read 3 spaces for movement and just got that wrong.
Um... Um... Huh. Huh. I realized that when you have to move 1 to 3, that means you have to move 1 to 3 and not 0.
Pretty sure I very specifically said that.
Yeah, but you know, that would also, you know, the instruction is a two-way thing. I also have to be listening and internalizing these things.
This is where you struggle. That is most unfortunate.
Jeremy Burt, I don't know who you are from anything.
Jack is visible.
Oh, that means Jack can't escape this round, right?
Correct.
Right, and then once all 8 characters have gone, we shuffle the deck?
And we go again. It's exactly what we've just done now, yeah. So we've got
okay.
fresh
I was expecting to go back to the first 4 we had and keep the order the same.
Nope.
Interesting. Why is it interesting, though?
Why is it interesting?
Why is it interesting? Nobody knows.
What's gonna happen, everybody?
So what this means is that basically Jack could escape next turn if
at the end of this round
he was invisible.
Yes. Correct.
Oh, fuck.
What's wrong?
I wanted to change my mind about who I chose to move, and it won't let me. Sorry, about how far I moved Goodly. So, it's a very, slow and cognitive game, this one.
How is it that slow?
Slow and thinky. Quiet and heads down. We've got a crime to solve!
It's getting harder for you to make the splits happen.
Yes.
Chat's been rather quiet lately. Everyone's been cognitive.
This guy can go literally anywhere because he's on a thing.
Yeah. Pretty much. You can't go to the space just immediately north of Miss Stealthy, though.
Oh my god. Well, I think he should just go stand here to try and stop Jack getting away somehow.
Chris lost again. Yeah, no, I won the first game of this, Heggers, because Mike was too good. And immediately made a catastrophic error.
Look, I'm just naturally a good guy, okay? I wanted to make sure I caught Jack.
So I get to pick one first now. Okay.
I feel like this would be harder in real life. Unless, can you flip the tokens over in real life?
The tokens in real life mean if they're visible or not.
Right.
The tokens are being used incorrectly in this game.
Interesting.
In this
I
implementation.
feel like that would be. I feel like that would be.
So
thanks, John. Yeah, nobody saw that very short game. I'll just cut that out of the stream.
John Smith should be color side up now because he's visible because he's next to the light.
Right.
But the game's flipped him face down because to remind you he's innocent.
Yes.
Which is not correct.
And I was going to say, I feel like in real life it'd be harder to remember who is and isn't innocent as the game progresses.
But how many people is it showing you as potential suspects?
Just 3.
Can you name them to make sure I don't give you information? I'm assuming it's the same information, but the reason being because one of the people who... That's confusing. I'm confused to who's face up and who's face down. That's really weird.
Right. Well, it's only triggered that for the people who've been discredited due to the lights changing. It's not included my Sherlock Holmes information.
Sure.
In its system. So I assumed that it was actually replicating it for you as well.
It's giving me some. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's definitely using the flippy incorrectly, so I'm a little confused.
Okay. The flippy flippies are being used incorrectly. Somebody write to Board Game Arena.
Why do you keep gasping?
Because I keep turning the lights off.
Oh, right.
I gasp every time it goes dark. Because you just don't know who might be dead when you turn the lights back on.
It's true that.
I'm surprised Jack doesn't murder anyone, honestly.
I mean, like, if you...
Do you know what this game needs more of, though?
Tense music.
Quilts.
Everything needs more quilts.
Just disturbed by my lack of buttons, available buttons.
Interesting. I'm very glad I did that. It's intense, this. That was the Strahd thing I completely expected. But the Watson thing has annoyed me. Yeah, that's not what that's meant to do. That flipping over. That's so stupid. It doesn't matter. I mean, I think in terms, it's just very strange when BGA gets things wrong like that.
Who else have we got going this round? We've got Blue Guy.
The Strahd.
Yeah. And also Watson. And also Stealthy and this guy. Okay. Hmm. I sort of had a plan. Kind of forgot it though. Oh yeah, I remember the plan now. Right. Oh yeah, this is why the plan doesn't work. I forgot. Damn it. Yeah, the plan doesn't work at all. Shit. Oh no, wait, it does work. No, it doesn't work. I'm an idiot. Damn it. I mean, it kind of works. It kind of doesn't work. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Alright. Wait, the game ends after 8 rounds?
Yeah,
And we're on 5 of 8. Okay.
correct.
And presumably if the clock runs out, Jack wins.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm gonna let you explain what you're. Don't explain actually. Well, no, I won't listen. I'm gonna let you explain what's going on in your head to chat because I'm gonna go take a quick comfort break.
Okay.
I've taken my headphones off, so I can't hear anymore.
So I realized I made a big mistake. My miss stealthy move at the end of the last round, I had nothing to achieve with it. I contemplated leaving her there, but then thought, oh, I might need her later to, for in terms of adjacency, visibility, invisibility. I should have left her over there, because had I left her in that bloody corner, then I could move Watson and Lestrade now, and make sure both possible Jacks, i.e. Goodley and Holmes, are both invisible. Problem is now, no matter what I do, he'll be able to make one of them visible and one of them invisible, which means he wins, because he'll know who it is then. And my only hope then would be that I'm picking first next turn. I hope he gets it the wrong way around, but probably not. Oh, I could. So what I'm considering doing is just making them both visible now, so that he definitely doesn't get any additional information. But as I'm talking through it, I guess I do have the possibility of making Goodley visible and Holmes invisible, and hoping he doesn't take that as guaranteed, not as as hopefully he thinks it could be a double bluff, so he's afraid to accuse. Because then, if I'm lucky and Holmes comes out first, he can actually escape next turn. If I leave both invisible, Mike will choose one of them to make visible, and if he gets it right, he wins. As in, if he makes Holmes visible, he'll win, and he will, because Goodley actually can't escape from his current position, which means this plan is rubbish, which means I need to make them both visible. That's a pity. Yeah, I would have won this. 100% would have won this if I hadn't moved Miss Stealthy over there. If I'd left in that corner, I probably would have had it anyway. Okay, that's fine. Cut my losses. Just not give him any more information. I will, when he comes back, I will move Watson so his lantern shows Goodley, I think. And I'll move Lestrade. So I guess I can make the... Yeah, I'll move Lestrade so that back down to Holmes, so Holmes is also visible. And then he can't make anyone invisible. It's much easier to switch people from... You can switch people from invisible to visible quite easily. But you have to move there's much more specificity, that's the word, required in your movement to make someone go from visible to invisible. And then there'll only be, 3 rounds left? Because yeah, Mike's going to have a hard time, hopefully, getting the final split. But I'm going to have a hard time getting them both invisible. And my one chance was if I hadn't moved Miss Stealthy. That was so stupid. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the only option. Because then whatever he does with Miss Stealthy doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, I've decided what I'm gonna do. Does anyone want to know who Jack is? Am I doing a good job of keeping it secret? I don't think I've done any really obvious plays. Although some things I said might have let it slip just now. You've got him on the ropes, you reckon? I think the problem is my only hope I think at this point, unless I get another opportunity to make them both invisible, is going to be to just run out the clock. But then he's going to get on his last turn. Presumably he'll just take a 50-50. He'll just pick one of them and accuse, which is possibly a flaw in this game actually. If it's down to 2 culprits at the end, the detective just gets a opportunity to make a random shot. That's a pity. Thanks, Difter. I got this. I think I've mainly pro-mic'd it. I see. Yeah. I think it's harder to win as Jack. I think in my experience this game, Jack usually loses. And I'm really understanding why now, having got to round 5 with him. I'm trying to throw red herrings around. What red herrings have you thrown? I don't follow that. I tried to throw a red herring to Mike by moving the Strahd toward the exit in a really obvious way, but I think Mike caught onto that pretty sharpish. It was kind of it was a little bit too obvious, but you know, having said that, one could do that, be super obvious in the hope that it's too obvious. So you never know the level of mind games going on. And
did you win yet?
No, I've just decided what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Haven't done it yet. Okay. Let's go here. And then we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna... What'd you just say?
I said, damn it.
Why?
I was transferring coffee into my RSP mug and I made a little spilly spill.
Oh, I thought it was what I did that made you upset.
Oh. Maybe. What did you do? Ah, okay, you did that.
So I move Watson and the Strahd.
Yes. And so next turn we're going to have Holmes, we're going to have Bert, we're going to have Gull, and we're going to have Smith. Am I playing first next turn?
Yes.
Yes, I am, because I'm playing...
No,
yeah, because I'm playing...
You're playing last,
but
so you also play first.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to decide whether it's worth, like, just sort of going 50-50 on this, because it feels a bit like waiting is... I don't know if I'm going to get any more particularly useful information, and I'm just giving you more opportunity to escape, potentially. And 50-50 odds, they're pretty good. I think I have a I have a sneaking suspicion. I think I know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
I guess that's where the deduction comes in, maybe? That even it's a 50-50, or is it? Maybe, maybe...
Well, I mean, I think the thing is you could potentially get it down to a sure thing, right? But it's just really unlikely. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll give it one more round and see what happens.
Okay. What a surprise.
Oh my god, he was visible? Oh, wow. Wow, I guess he's not going to escape this turn.
So, I guess the thing I absolutely must do is move Holmes for 2 reasons. One, you could get lucky and get the card which will tell you exactly who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, no one can move Goodley or Watson, so he's staying visible. So if I move Holmes to someone who is not getting moved, he will definitely be all good. And you could pull something sneaky with Gull, potentially. So maybe I'll move him beside Gull just to make sense. Yeah. I think between Gull and Stealthy is the safest place for him.
Mm-hmm. I thought you might do that, Chris. So here is my super secret... Oh, it's not going to work. Fuck.
No, it won't work. I know what you're thinking. Well, I think I know what you're thinking.
No, it's not going to work. It's so annoying.
Do you want to say what it is? And I'll see. I don't want to say what it is in case I'm giving you ideas.
No, actually, it will work. This will work.
Oh, I hope not.
Won't. Yeah, no, this could work, actually. Hang on. Yes, this could work. Hang on. So how do I use it?
Oh, I think I've just spotted a way it does work. Yeah, this was the thing I thought you were going to do, which doesn't work, but I also think I've just spotted a way it works.
Oh, why, hang on. This move is not authorized now! You are not authorized to do this move?
Yeah, this is the way to do it. Well done. Yep. The double move in the middle.
And then I think I do actually want to go up here.
Don't think I can do anything to stop this now. No, I can't. That's a pity. There. Look, it almost reaches him. And annoyingly, you've even got it the right way around, so that I can't escape. Well, not that I can anyway, because you're just gonna catch me.
Aha! J'accuse! With Lestrade, because he is, of course, the policeman.
I never got to move Goodley that entire game, and there were a couple of times where moving Goodley would have been absolutely crucial to me. It's very, very upsetting.
I liked taking Goodley because he seems good. So my 50-50 was Sherlock Holmes, and there was a moment where you moved Gull to keep an eye on Holmes, and it could easily have been sort of to like take Holmes sort of out of a bad percentage or whatever to be proven the wrong way. The point is that it could easily have just been you trying to sort of even the odds in your favor, but it was all I had to go on.
Sure. Yeah. I was saying in chat when you were gone, I think it's much harder to win as Jack in this game.
I was about to say, I agree completely. Both very close games, but Jack lost both times. What a shame.
But I think it's a short enough game. Most times Deborah and I have played this, we've played it twice in a row.
Yeah, yeah, but what happens now? Now we have to play again as a tiebreak.
No, we just call that a draw.
No, we'll just use Patchwork as the tiebreak.
Thank you guys. GG everybody. Yeah, it was good. That was a good one. That went on to round 6, and it was you used the special abilities nicely. It was a good, well played. What did you think of that one?
I like that. I like that. That really captures hidden movement well in a 2-player game. I think that the flipping of the tokens thing was enormously helpful to the cognitive load of the detective, and I think that in real life, if you had to parse all of those not parse, sort of like be cognitively sort of conscious of all of those special moves, plus who you'd ruled out as guilty and not guilty all the time, that would make that role more difficult.
Yeah.
Being able to just kind of look at the board and immediately determine who was and wasn't guilty definitely sort of took the load off and let me focus more on.
Yeah, they tend to do that with
sort of effective use of the abilities.
They tend to do that in BGA games, don't they? They tend to they do automate things to reduce cognitive load.
But well played.
Yeah, it's good. Pretty tight overall. Cool. Do you want to try that other game very quickly before we sign off? I don't think it will take long, because I think you'll destroy me.
Sure, we can do it for comedic effect.
Yeah, I'm so bad at this game, it's so funny. Watch now as I somehow beat you.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, that's entirely possible, because I don't think I'm very good at it, but I also haven't played it a whole lot, and I've only played it really with Leanne, who's terrible at this sort of thing. I don't think she'd mind me saying that.
So, for the final game in our triage of pick and mix 2-player only games, we have...
Dramatic reveal! It's...
No!
Hive!
I have to expel you because you joined too early.
Oh.
And I couldn't change the timer. There you go. I re-invited you.
Accept 5 days of Hive.
No, we haven't got any options. I haven't played the optional things actually, so that's fine. Okay, so Hive, we both know how to play this, I think, don't we, Mike?
Oh, I have the ladybug. I have all. No, I don't have the pill bug.
I don't have.
But I have the ladybug and the mosquito.
Me too, but I don't think I've ever played with them. And also, I'm so bad at this game. Don't give me any more to work with. So in this game, you're trying to surround the queen bee of the opponent with all pieces of your color. You, on your turn, place one piece. You must place them adjacent to your own pieces. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But can you place it adjacent to your opponent's piece as long as it's also adjacent to your piece? I can't remember.
Oh my god, I can't remember.
We'll find out. The queen, you must place your bee as either your first, second, or third turn, and then all the guys have special abilities. So on your turn, you place the piece or you move the piece.
When you place a piece, it must touch your pieces and none of the opponent's pieces.
Yeah.
Except for the first placed piece, which will not touch anything, and the second one, which must necessarily touch the first piece.
And they all have special abilities. The ant special ability is that it can move anywhere instead of usually they can only move three spaces or one space.
The queen, she can only move one space.
Yeah, the ants can move any number of spaces. The beetles can move one space, I think, as well, but they can move on top of other pieces and block them in place.
This is the one important distinction, because basically the little tiles, they either slide or you can pick them up to move them. And if they slide, it basically means they can't climb on other pieces. But I think beetle is the only one that can actually climb on them in this version of the game.
What is happening? I'm trying to place a piece and it's like just not having it.
Oh, the grasshopper doesn't have to slide.
Oh, there we go.
The grasshopper can jump in straight lines.
Yes, straight lines. And the spider can move 3 spaces. No more, no less. Mm-hmm. Five spaces. Grasshopper.
Other continue Your pun game is strong. I like how I've cultivated a YouTube channel with a live stream audience who just pun the entire stream long. It's great.
It's kind of the best thing a chat can do in a stream. Like, what else do they
We've
put
got
it
a
to?
very intelligent audience.
Like, puns
So
are best. Like, I don't want I don't want conversation about the games. I want puns.
you must place a piece on the table or propose a draw. So you will have noticed that we haven't placed our queen bees. You must place the queen bee as one of your first 3 pieces. And additionally, you cannot leave gaps in the hive. So we're going to be placing our pieces touching one another. And so what you can't do is move such a piece that you would create essentially 2 distinct boards, because that breaks the game.
I think that's one of the things that always screws me over. Because I'm so bad.
Which is the piece that I hate the most? Yes.
I'm okay at chess, which has some similarities to this, but for some reason this game does not sit well in my brain. I just do not understand it and cannot make it work ever. Mike, play a piece.
Wee!
Good man yourself.
Hey, Mr. Spider! So I have the pocket version of this, which comes in a little bag, and I actually think that's the for me that's the main attraction of this game, is that it's very small and easy to just kind of throw into a
But the pocket pieces are actually still a perfectly good size. It's the normal game is ridiculous. The hexes are huge. You have to click multiple times that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm not thinking. I like how the bugs all turn to look at each other. That's kind of fun.
That is funny.
That can't happen with the physical pieces.
As luck would have it, we're the bee's knees at puns. Fun fact.
Very well behaved.
Does anyone know where bee's knees comes from? That saying. Do you know, Mike?
I don't know, but I bet this is going to be a good fact.
I think it's a decent fact. Anyone in chat know the answer to that?
Where the idiom "the bee's knees" comes from.
Shall I tell you? It comes from, apparently, I think it was Italian Americans saying it's the business. Something is the business means it's really good. It's the business. I think it was Italians. And the accent made it sound a bit like bee's knees, apparently.
Huh. I must say, that surprises me. I'm buzzing to see this game.
Thanks, Carter. I'm full of good facts. Ooh, I'm making Mike think. I'm giving me a challenge, apparently. This is a couple of turns further than I usually get in this game. I'm exaggerating slightly. Ooh, I liked that move.
Hmm. Hmm.
These bee puns are gonna sting. Anyone who's making bad puns, hop it. Get it? Grasshoppers. I can't take this anymore. That doesn't really work. Say what?
Dun 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 ba da da dun 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 dun. Oh, it's a beetle stack. No, I don't want to do that. Stop it.
That was a fly move.
Whee!
Free to fly. You've been trying to do that for ages.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe. Ha, get it? I love the idea that there's an actual good Hive player watching this thinking, what are they doing? We're making a pretty pattern.
I thought your name had been highlighted, but it's because you're the white player, so
Yes.
your name's in white, so it's had to put grey around it. I was like, how have I highlighted your name everywhere?
Ooh, I'm hungry. Dinner time after this one.
Yes.
Whew.
I mean, I already ate, but also I'll eat more.
I'll always eat more. I mean, this game has gone on longer than I thought it would.
But Hive.
Yeah, Hive. Because I'm so bad at it.
Okay.
Here's the way I know I'm really bad at it. I can't tell who's winning. And anytime I've ever thought I was winning a Hive, I've suddenly lost.
No, just... Oh, god damn it. Hang on. I'm just kind of trying to get my hang around it. There we go. That's fine. Well, the good news is I think we might be quite evenly matched at Hive. The bad
It's-
news is that might mean we're both just bad
I think we're
at
both.
Hive.
We're possibly both. Yeah, you're possibly just worse than you realized because you said yeah, it's not very good at it. But luckily, I was under no misapprehensions about how bad I am at this. Haggers, are you just sitting? I'm just picturing Haggers like this now, going antics, deep in thought, meditating over puns. I don't think any of them are listening to what we're saying. I think they're literally just sitting there thinking of puns. You need to believe in yourself. Believe. I have another pun, but I was struggling to come up with a good line for it. Tell us what it is, Haggis. We can all help. We'll all chip in. We'll all help work it out together. If anyone can come up with a spider pun, I'll be impressed. Because the rest of them seem a bit more straightforward. And I guess you could say something like, "I've spun a web of deceit for you to be entrapped by." No, that's not very good, is it? What kind of beetle is it meant to be? Is it a dung beetle? Stag beetle, it looks like. The pun's are just a deterrent from what? What? I feel like both of us are playing this really Route 1. This I don't know about you. Maybe I'm not speaking for you, but I feel like neither of us have much nuance to our strategy. Yeah, it's hard to for the spider puns. You got web, octave, arachne. If only you would use language that is more waxing poetic. Chat made of web of puns? Makes sense. Not a great pun, but it makes sense. I'm making Mike think. Which I'm impressed. I impressed myself.
Well, you know, it's a game, innit? I'm doing the game.
Doing the game.
So, interestingly, Chris can't move his queen bee now, because if you imagine the actual physical pieces, she can't slide out of those two gaps.
Also, I can't move it because it would create a new
hive. Yes, this is true. But if you had...
I guess I could slide it. I guess I could move it to between the grass, so it's touching just the grasshopper and the spider, if it wasn't for that rule you mentioned.
Yes, he could... Yeah, I mean, if you slid it into the through either of those holes, the hive would still be whole. But because the piece can't move without displacing other pieces, it can't actually physically be moved.
Mhm. There are puns for every situation, Mike. That's just an urban moth. Hive is going to beetle of you. Do you mean get the better of you? Is it get the beetle of you? Difter! I just saw Difter. One of the other games we were going to play or considering playing. I guess if we ever do a part 2 to this 2-player only pick a mix, which I quite like to do. I've had a lot of fun, and I do really think it's an important style of game to get out there more. Another one was going to be Seven Wonders Duel, which is on BGA as well, and that Mike and I did discuss camels at the start before we started streaming,
Mm-hmm.
and I did say presumably Seven Wonders Duel has a camel depicted somewhere. I think it must do. But I mean, stag beetles are the camels of the insect kingdom, aren't they? Yep. And Sherlock Holmes often got the hump with Inspector Lestrade. So there's your link in Mr. Jack. And what was the other game we played? Patchwork. I definitely saw camels depicted on the patchwork quilt. I saw houses, I saw flowers, and I'm pretty sure I saw some camels there. Good point, Difter. Mike, you can add 2-player pick and mix to the Patreon streams as an option.
Ah. Yes. I mean, I'll probably have to sort of revisit how we do the Patreon voting as things move forward, and we have sort of more options available to us, really, in terms of what we can and can't stream.
How have I lost this? Which I've realised. But how have I lost this? I was like well ahead. I hate this.
You might have there might be a chance to just draw this out.
I don't think I can do anything. Because you have a stag beetle there, yes, so you'll just drop down. I can't stop that. That I can think of. I offer you a draw.
I reject! I will take what's coming to me one way or the other.
There's no timer on this game. I can do this all day.
No!
Let's find out how much Mike trusts me. Mike, propose a draw.
But this is exactly the same thing we had in Hit the Silk.
Let's see if you've learned.
I actually also can't propose a draw.
Oh, does not let you?
Not on your turn.
Oh, I see. We'll see if let's see on your turn, if you will. If I move my ant to that space, does that you'll just win? You'll just win straight away, won't you?
Yes, yeah. It doesn't matter what color
Yeah.
the surrounding pieces are.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do at all. This is.
I mean, there
What I'll
is. Yes, I think there's nothing.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, so that I would have won next turn. Propose a draw, Mike. I will reject it.
What do you think, chat? Shall we give Chris the chance to? We played Targi on the channel, Triple L.
We did.
We have actually done Targi.
Yeah, I do it again. Who won
We've
that?
played. I've done Targi, and I'd do it again.
I actually saw the expansion at at UKG, and considered picking it up, but I didn't. I will.
Yeah, I actually saw it. The box looks almost the exact same as the core set, and I was like, wait, what's that?
Yeah. I'm actually just curious. I'm just looking up who won our game of Targi. I can't remember. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
One game I've played of Targi. Oh, we played 2 games, apparently. We must have played a practice game before the stream.
That sounds reasonable.
Oh, you won both of them. You won the first one by 4 points, 36-32, and you won the second one 37-35. Oof. Close games.
Carter says drawing is just not cricket, so I think I shall have to finish you for the pun, Chris.
So you're missing to all the viewers. You don't trust me.
Well, who is it that said that if you trust your opponent in a competitive game, you're a fool?
It's a wise man. I obviously, had you done it, I wasn't going to take the draw.
I appreciate that.
Why am I so bad at this game? I don't know. Because I was ahead of you in on the assault there. I thought maybe I was miscounting.
Well, you were. You went first, so you had the sort of the opportunity to get ahead there. But that's the thing is, it's ultimately a game of efficiency, and the least efficient thing to do is constantly place pieces and move them. So you've got to figure out ways
I got
I
got ahead on the race, so to speak. I had 1 extra piece surrounding your queen. So as long as I kept placing and moving them, I was going to win. I actually don't understand where you overtook me.
I'll tell you because I needed to catch you up twice. Once for going second, and then once to get 1 move ahead of you, which I was. And the two places where I caught up by 1 move. The first was that you placed a beetle that you moved on top of my queen, and so that's a piece that you actually used that wasn't contributing.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's been done to me to stop me moving my queen.
I know it's a great way of locking down your opponent's queen, but it takes time to set up, which is costly. And the second one was when I actually was able to liberate my spider from the middle position, so he actually got into my setup without actually having to be placed.
But even after you'd done that, I thought I was 1 move ahead. Maybe I just miscounted that time. Maybe I'd forgotten you had the beetle on top of the grasshopper. I don't know. Anyway,
well, that was a great sort of.
This is why I'm terrible.
Well, I had to. The thing is, you actually were 2 moves behind because of your beetle, but I actually had to spend a move then nullifying your beetle, because what you could do, if I just let your beetle sit there, is then drop it down into that 1 empty space and win the game that way. Yeah. And that would have been a move in your favor. You wouldn't have had to place that last ant.
You did take twice as long thinking as I did, though. So that's why you won.
Well, there you go. Clearly, it's just a thinking game. Okay, a thinking man's game.
Yeah, I'm not a thinker. I'm a fighter. But yeah, if 7 Wonders Duel is definitely one we could do in a future pick and mix episode, 2-player pick and mix.
I played that once, and Chris destroyed me at it, and I was like, "No, I don't want to play this ever again."
I taught you very late at night, and I didn't give you any tips on how to play well. So I can't. Yeah, that was on me.
Well, to be fair, what you did was I think you did say to me, "Don't let your opponent get all the science symbols," and then I just kind of sat there.
I definitely said that, but I didn't give you. During the game, at no point during the game did I say, "Now I have 4 science symbols. If I get a 5th one, I need 1 more." I kind of just trusted you to.
Yeah, well, that's you definitely sort of you definitely didn't hold my hand, but also I did let you get all the science symbols.
Yeah. But it's a really good game. Mike wasn't impressed because he had a bad experience, I think, with with not really understanding.
My first game was just not at all competitive, really. But I'd be interested in having another look at it.
Yeah, that's one. There's also Lost Cities. I've never played it. I know it's 2-player only. I've heard it highly spoken of by some people.
Oh yeah, I've played some Lost Cities. Yeah, it's very, very Reiner Nizia. It's for me, it's one of his purest sort of mathematical games.
Yeah,
which is amusing because it's Lost Cities. You're Indiana Jones. You're raiding the temple, and then it's now do math for 30 minutes.
And there were a couple of other options, weren't there? I can't remember they were now, but there were others we spoke about.
Well, I mean, we could always do something like Tash Kalar, which is a longer 2-player game. It does go up to 3 or 4, but it's definitely...
Oh, if it goes up to 3 or 4, it doesn't count.
I think it does. I actually can't remember if it goes up to 4 at 2... If it does 4... I think it does go 3 or 4.
Well, it's a game called Caravan, which is about camels. Sorry, go on.
Oh, well, we have to play that. Castles of Madkin Ludwig has 2-player now. But it also is not purely 2-player.
So I don't think it's on BGA either.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think we possibly have it on Steam.
We have Between Two Castles I can look on Steam.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I was actually thinking of. I've played Castles of Metal King Ludwig a few times, and I don't particularly care for it.
I have it, but I've never played it.
Well, I think I spoke about it a bit when we did our Kickstarter commentary on the new Big Fancy Collector's Edition.
Yes, we did. I remember that now.
Yeah, I just kind of felt like ultimately for me, I could just be playing Suburbia.
Did we ever play Jaipur on the channel?
Yep, we did.
Okay.
Yep.
I know we've played it, but I couldn't remember if we did on the channel. So we've actually accidentally covered some of these already, but we didn't call it. We didn't call it two-player pick and mix. We could return to some, I guess, as well. So we have two new ones we could definitely try. We have obviously stuff like Targi and Jaipur that we could return to, have rematches at.
I mean, they fit into the far superior category of Camel Wednesdays.
Well, that's true. Super Fantasy Brawl, that's a two-player game.
Which doesn't have camels.
Which we never played.
Technically, it goes up to 4, Chris, because you can have team mode.
Well, that's not in the rule book. They talked about it.
They provided components for it, even though they didn't provide rules for it.
No, the components aren't for 4 players. The extra components are so you can have 2 matches simultaneously. Because they realized in the Kickstarter that they realized that at the high pledge level, because they'd already given you an extra board, and they already given you, they basically realized the only thing that you needed was an extra set of objective cards to actually literally be able to play 2 games simultaneously with 1 box. Mm-hmm. So they decided to chuck them in.
But why did they give you 4 sets of bases then? In the first place, I thought that was so that you could do the 4-player game.
Oh, why isn't there in the first place? Yeah, maybe you're right. Actually, no, it can't be, because the 4-player game is 4 champions versus 4. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, exactly. But you have because you only have 3 colored bases of each type. You use 2 from each color.
Yes, but they gave you 6 from each color, and that was 2. So you could
Did they?
Yeah. It's so you can have 2 matches simultaneously.
Right, yes, yeah, but what I mean is they added a second objective deck so that you could do 2 simultaneous matches. But before they added that deck and realized they could do that, they had already put those other bases in.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
So I think that might have been for the team game.
It's a 4-player game, we won't play it.
Honestly, I just don't want to get whooped. Chris has been playing in like a tournament with French champions. I haven't played since the last time I lost horribly on the channel.
Az hasn't done another tournament. I hope he does. I've just found another game on BJ called Jekyll and Hyde. That's right, Jekyll, not Jekyll. For any literary nerds out there.
Jekyll's lesser-known little brother.
But yeah, so this is a 2-player only game. Sounds a bit like Mr. Jack in a way.
We could learn that.
We could.
And there's the Bruno Cathala one we spotted. What is it called?
Oh, I know what you're referring to.
Sobek.
So that's 4. We got Sobek, 7 Wonders Duel, Jekyll and Hyde, and I've forgotten the last one now. Lost Cities. So we got plenty of scope there for a part 2 to our 2-player pick and mix. So yeah, if you want to see it, let us know. I would definitely be up for it, because it's really nice to. After lots of weeks of Jaws of the Lion, it was really nice to sit at my computer and play some chill games, I must say. Even though I lost all of them, apart from the one where Mike was working out what the hell was going on and Mr. Jack.
The one where I shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, that was very funny though.
Yeah, I was quietly realizing it, I think, as you were moving around the light, as you sort of took him over, you were like, you were basically you were talking about what to do with him and how I'd done so well. And I was just sitting there quietly going, oh, I fucked this. I think I fucked this. I better not say anything, because if Chris makes a boob and doesn't move him out the light, then I've gotten away with it.
Yeah, forcing a 7-1 split was pretty excellent, as long as Jack was right side of that split.
As long as Gull is a Jack. Which you pretty much said.
Yeah, I was sentence, and then I was so taken aback when I was like, wait, what? What's happened?
I think I started laughing. It was pretty funny.
Oh, God. But yeah, I think we said, we plan to do a bigger game next week, don't we?
Yeah, I think we'll probably do Bloodborne Hunter stream next week if you guys are into it. So let me know by sending me a message on Patreon or in the comments.
We'll just say it now. But I'm sure we'll get around to a second 2-player pick and mix at some point very soon.
Again, also leave comments. The YouTube algorithm likes it when you do that.
Yeah,
I think.
That's true. And then after that, we have to pick, I guess, another campaign game.
Yeah.
No, well, okay, we don't have to, but we sorry, I phrased that wrong. We are on the potential lookout for another campaign game.
This is true. Ideally something good.
We discussed Too Many Bones. Maybe Too Many Bones can happen.
Yeah, I mean there's the thing, like I said, the one thing about Too Many Bones is that it rot the sessions. Although overall, the campaign mode for that is shorter. The Age of Tyranny is shorter than a Gloomhaven campaign in terms of number of sessions. The sessions run much longer than Gloomhaven sessions.
I can leave it set up on my table, I guess.
And I definitely can't.
Oh dear. We'll have to guess.
Noir Killer versus Inspector is also 2-player. Is that on BGA Triple L?
Where's that? How far back is that? Oh, it's last comment. Noir Killer.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds neat.
Yes, it is on BGA. I just found it.
Okay,
Noir
great.
Killer versus Inspector. Cool. Another one. So yes, plenty of scope for another 2-player pick and mix. Let us know.
Oh, what have I done? I've invited someone to play. No, what have I done? I've invited my friend Rob to play a game with me by accident. Because I was trying to check the player count. Game abandoned. Yes.
Enter the things from the right positions. It gets very complicated.
I couldn't remember if this was a 2-player game or not, and it's a 2 to 7-player game, so there you go. Cool. Well, we'll be back for that, and I'll be back some point this weekend for another live stream. I'll be doing something. We'll see what that is. I have to. Do you know what? Do you know what really caught me off guard? After my last Patreon vote, actually, was a surprising number of people voted to see Clinic solo mode, which I did not expect. It's just one of those things where I picked it up on sale, actually. Like, it was the deluxe version. And they had it on sale at Chaos Cards for like 30 quid. And I was like, oh, I've heard good things about that. I might as well check it out. And then I just popped it in there because it had a solo mode on the list. And then suddenly it was like, everyone voted for it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Anyway, so maybe we'll be doing Clinic if I can figure out the rules. It is quite complex.
Sorry, I'm trying to type something. I am listening. What is Clinic? I don't know what it is. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'd heard it was quite good. It's basically a sort of a Euro game where you're building a hospital and treating patients.
Like Dice Hospital.
A bit like Dice Hospital, but more Euro-y with cubes and tiles. And
oh yeah,
I think it's a bit satirical as well because there's like this sort of element
I have
where
seen this. Yeah, absolutely.
it's like it's it's just because it's new and shiny. Yeah, people like to vote for the new things. This is true. Oh yeah, we still have to check out Hunters as well, which I'm very excited about checking out, actually.
Well, we'll catch you next week then, most likely for Hunter's Dream. Other stuff in the works, I'm sure, as well. Mike's working away at all his stuff, as he does.
I am doing all of the hard works, but it's secrets. You guys don't get to know what I'm working on, the secret stuff, until it's revealed by random magical posts on the internet. Suddenly it was there in your feed where you didn't expect it. But the good news is that if you aren't expecting it, you'll be pleasantly surprised if you're subscribed and you have notifications turned on. So make sure you do that so you do know when the surprises are revealed. The secrets are revealed in due course. And of course, if you'd like to support the channel, you can always check out the Patreon. You can pledge for as little as $1, and then you have access to all of my random ramblings. And you can message me directly
And
about
harass
anything. Yeah, I mean, or just talk about games. Tell me off for never finishing that one thing I said I was going to finish. Who knows what. But have a wonderful week, guys. I'll see you on the weekend. And thanks to Chris for joining us for the stream.
And thank you to all of you for joining us. It was really, really nice to have you here.
exactly. Capital pun work, everyone. Top-notch pun work. Excellent work. Where's my credits?
You've all earned the title of Attila the Pun. The highest rank for RSP community members.
I don't have good pun game when I'm trying.
That's the problem.
Yeah. The minute I stop trying, it all comes out. I'm quite good at cheese puns, that's it. But I was thinking, yes, Attila the Pun. Leader of the...
Puns?
The Pungals. It's not good. Alright.
Bye!
Bye! Let's get out of here quick before they notice anything!